Hey everybody, Marcus Curtis, Old World Molasses. Wanted to bring you an updated video. Shouldn't be recording these. Don't record and drive. Anyways, the topic today is on a breed that I know well, having bred the Neapolitan Mastiff for 20 years. Wow, dating myself. But anyways, I love the breed, passionate about the breed, spent many blessed years enjoying them, breeding them, working on improving the breed, making many friendships out there all over the world, and being fortunate enough to be mentored and give back and mentor many people out there and breeders out there. But this topic is to cover this actual breed and to help some of you that maybe are looking at this breed, bouncing around different forums and social media and trying to understand the breed. I think it's important to share this because there's a lot of people that don't breed this particular dog. They don't own these dogs, but they'll bounce around on forums speaking as if they're experienced and knowledgeable about the breed. They'll share pictures of dogs that don't belong to them or weren't bred by them, and saying that they're the true example of the breed. And so I wanted to share with you guys the truth. The dogs have been around. They're just like any other pure breed out there. They were created by men and women, and they had a specific function in mind. They had a look in mind, a temperament, a way about them that the person that worked on bringing them back or creating them or whatever they were doing had in mind, and they wrote it down and they worked hard to create it. That being said, anytime somebody starts a project, you're never having the final product when you first start. It's trial and error. It's hit and miss. You're going to have a lot of progress. You're going to have a few things that are setbacks. And taking this into consideration, you'll understand that when the Neapolitan Mastiff first was being experimented with and being brought back in the late 40s and then more prominently in the 70s, some of the pictures that are floating around are the dogs or the mongrels, the mixed breeds of dogs that some of these breeders were using to get to a final product. So they were using dogs, bulldogs, they were using Great Danes, they were using Doberman Pinscher mixes, a lot of different types of dogs that have different looks, different functions, and using these ingredients to create the type of dog that they wanted, the Neapolitan Mastiff, the Mastino Napolitano. And it's important to understand this history because people do document and photograph the specimens they used. That being said, those were not the dogs that they had envisioned as the final product. And it's important because somebody can scan the internet and use one of these first dogs, so to speak, that were being used, and they can easily post that on social media and say, hey, this is what the breed was supposed to be. But not the case at all. Mario Querci from Italy, one of the most respected past breeders of Italy, do some research on him. Take a look at some of his dogs that he used in the very beginning, and then take a look at the dogs that he had in the late 80s when he got consistency in the breed, when he started producing dogs that had a very distinct look and temperament. They had a very unique look. And most people that understand our breed, it's not too hard to know what a really good Neapolitan Mastiff is. Also, to make sure that there's no misunderstanding, several respected people and groups came together and wrote a standard of what the breed should look like, what it should act like, what it should its color should be, its temperament, personality, traits, all that stuff. So when you're trying to find out what the breed really should look like, I would say don't bounce around on any social media. Don't accept just the normal banter that's out there. I would say do the research. Go to the breed standard and read it forward and backwards and get a good understanding of what the breed is supposed to look like. Have examples that are documented of what they should look like. Go to some of the world shows or some of the real nice competitive shows and look at some of the consistency and what the dogs look like. And also the temperament, because shows, a lot of times they'll tell you and show you what the dog should look like, but their temperament and function is very important as well, and you don't unfortunately get to see that in a show ring. But be careful what's out there, because you'll hear it all. You'll hear dogs that in the Neapolitan Mastiff world that they'll say that have really small bone, small skinny dogs with long noses that look like Labrador retrievers, or an inferior Cane Corso, or the true Neapolitan Mastiff, or the so-called working Neapolitan Mastiff, and none of that is accurate. Anybody can have a flavor of the month or a breed that they like, and if a person likes a Neapolitan Mastiff, they probably wouldn't like a pug, or a person that likes a bulldog probably wouldn't like a Labrador retriever. Nonetheless, neither species of dog or breed of dog is any better or any worse. They're just a different breed. So I love this breed, and although I'm working on my American Molasses, as you all know, I'll always have a passion for that breed. I'll always respect the breed, and I always will stand up for the breed and challenge people to make sure that they educate themselves and just look at what years and years, decades of work by good quality breeders that knew the breed well, what they accepted as the standard, the benchmark of what was great. Two of the world champions of the past, for my taste, that was not only recognized by most breeders as the cornerstone of what a great Mastino was, is Italian champion Brigante del Castellaccio and world champion Carnera della Grada Azzurra. Go take a look at those dogs and make some comparisons. You'll see that they're massive, heavy boned, great construction, powerful. They do have a lot of wrinkles. They do have long dewlaps by design. And if a person doesn't like that, then that's okay. They just have to find a breed that works for them. But don't try to change this breed because you don't like it. So anyways, a lot of great books out there, a lot of great videos and documentaries out there on the breed. I wish you all success. If you're breeders, wish you nothing but the best. If you're a fancier or a person looking for this particular breed, do your homework. Look around. There's some great dogs. There's some great breeders out there that have been around a long time and really understand the dog breed. And then there's a lot of people that don't, that just talk. So be careful with what you follow and what you read. And with that, Happy New Year and have a great day.